How are you getting on with, things?
Actually, I just finished. Where do you want to meet?
The Cabana, on Sun and Shine Plaza. I needed some artificial stimulants to keep me going. Meet me there, whenever you're ready.
Will do.
Down with the sin dictate!
Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay in touch through your watching dream machines. The streets are dangerous. Avoid the streets. Crowds are unsafe. Avoid crowds. The following is a security announcement. All eye operatives are authorized to use deadly force. Avoid crowds. Stay safe. Stay inside. Stay connected to your dream machines.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
The eye in the sky reminds you that loitering and unlicensed congregation in the streets is strictly illegal in areas of the high administration. Stay inside, stay connected, stay safe. The eye in the sky watches so you don't have to. Help us help you. Stay inside and comply with all eye directives without delay.
The new dream machine by Monty opens up a world of entertainment. Talk to me now for more information.
Citizens, all eye personnel are requested for their safety and security alone. Comply with all demands immediately. Do not resist.
Hey, Sisi. Thanks again for helping out. It means a lot to me. So, tell me, did you get it?
I looked at the data. I know what it means.
You do?
I had to have it decrypted, and... You were right. It's bad. Not only is Unity taking corporate money, they're colluding with Konstantin Wolf. And Uminska's personally involved. I'm sorry,
Jesus, Zoe. Give me the data. I need to see this for myself.
I'll let him take it from here. Whatever happens next is not up to me. It can't be up to Baruti to decide what to do with it. This belongs to everyone. I'll let him take it from here. Whatever happens next is not up to me. Here. This is it. All the data I downloaded.
Strange. The future of Europolis. In my palm.
Well, what will you do with it?
I'm going to sort through all of it, and then I'll confront the party with whatever I find.
Are you sure that's wise?
What's the alternative?
The alternative would be to give it to the Hand and let them tell the whole world. I should trust Baruti's judgment. The alternative... What about taking it to the Hand?
I've invested too much of myself to be just a whistleblower. At least until I've had a chance to speak with the party, with Uminska. Maybe there's an explanation, maybe there's...
Baruti.
How do you know, Sisi? How do you know? It's as simple as them being crooks.
It's never that simple, but it's very likely they're doing something illegal.
I'm not willing to accept that without exploring the alternatives. I want to talk to Leia Uminska. I want her to tell me what's really going on.
Just be careful.
One more thing. I think you should quit the campaign. Today. There's no reason for you to get mixed up in this any more than you already are.
Oh. He's right. No good will come of me staying. Maybe I should quit, but... Baruti's my friend. As long as you're staying on, I'm not quitting.
Are you sure?
Nah, but I'm staying on regardless.
McCoy, yeah! And if I don't get a satisfactory answer from Uminska, I'll fire you and make sure everyone knows you were completely clueless.
Deal.
Thanks again, Zoe. I'll keep you updated.
Tempting, but I don't have time for a tall glass of iced coca chai right now. Iced coca chai.
Stay inside, stay connected, stay safe.
Sorry I'm late. There was just a never-ending pile of stuff to do, especially with the...
Don't worry about it.
Maybe let me finish?
I'm sorry, go on.
No, I mean with the situation out there, it's like a war zone. Just... mad. That's it. That's all I was gonna say.
Okay. Sorry.
We really need to talk, Zoe.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
General, you call for me.
Step inside, Lamon.
How do you find your quarters, General?
I find my quarters just fine, Commander. That's not why you were summoned. You see, something's been bothering me.
Mia?
I've spoken to your men at the Keep, and their story's the same as yours. There was a riot instigated by the Resistance. In the ensuing chaos, Apostle Alvani was killed. His body was, inconveniently, burned in the fire. It was a bloodbath, one that someone will have to answer for someday.
Certainly, General. I will see to it.
I'm sure you will. I also spoke with some of the surviving prisoners. Their story diverged significantly from yours.
That doesn't surprise me. They're a treacherous lot, looking for any excuse to spread discord.
Maybe so. But before the riot broke out, the Warden claims he was ordered to execute the Apostle. By you, personally, Commander.
Lies! The infidel is trying to save his own skin.
Perhaps, but what reason would he have to lie? It doesn't absolve him of any responsibility in regards to the riot. He still awaits his trial at Coldstone. He tells me the noose had been made ready for Alvani to hang at first light. I'm not saying I trust the man. He's a cruel little person. But he appears to respect the chain of command.
And what did the prisoners tell you?
That the riot was set in motion to free the Apostle, not murder him. And that it succeeded.
That's preposterous. Kian Alvane is ashes. He walks in shadow, lost and afraid, far from the glory of the First Mountain and the light of the Goddess.
So you tell me, Commander, and I'd hate to think you're lying to me or omitting the truth. Your relationship with Alvani. There was animosity. You knew each other when you were boys.
We had run-ins. When we were both on the streets of Sidir, it wasn't uncommon.
But your rivalry was bloodier, went deeper than boyish pranks.
It was a long time ago. We were past that.
I want to believe you, Commander. Your position here is important to me, to the Six, to all of Azadir.
Have I not always served the Goddess and my people here? Have I not proven myself to the Six and the Council? To the Seat, to you? Any suggestion that I'm less than faithful? It greatly offends me.
As it should, Famon. I have no wish to discover you've been lying to me. I have no wish to see you placed in chains. I want to believe you. And for now, I do. But I will continue investigating this matter, because something about it is not right. Something about it bothers me. If you know something, I urge you to come to me as quickly as possible before I learn you've kept the truth from me.
I have not. I walk in the light, Mir. Everything I do for my nation and my people.
Very well. You may go.
May the Goddess protect you, General.
The light shine upon us all and illuminate our path.
Night, Ulrich!
What news do you have for us, Ulrich?
Right, so a man comes into my bar this afternoon. Azadi soldier, off duty. Has a few beers, starts getting flushed and loose-lipped. Man says there's talk of a raid. This very night, in the Magic Ghetto. And there's a list.
A list?
The ones they're targeting. The ones they're bringing back out again.
But why now? I mean, it's not payback, is it?
He did mention the weapons shipment that got blown sky-high last week. Caused a fair bit of ruckus, that. Was the talk of this place for days. Seems some people enjoy a good explosion. Apparently, the commander of the Azadi Special Forces took it as a personal insult. A commander...
Vamon. He would take that personally.
Also, man said, there's been more weapons and supplies being smuggled into the city, right under Azadi noses. Well, they've caught a few shipments, so they know people are arming themselves in the ghetto, that there's trouble brewing.
The mole's been more cooperative than usual. Whatever you did for her, Kian, it appears to have been appreciated.
So, the way I see it, the Azadi might want to make a decisive strike tonight, before they lose control of Old Town.
Well, they're not wrong. So, we need to find out who's on this list, and we need to know when they're gonna strike and from where, and we need to...
Patience, Inu. One thing at a time. First, we must learn if, when, and where this raid is taking place. Then we must warn our friends, including the mole. And then we must get our own people to safety before the Azadi come.
I have a few contacts I can poke. Liko?
I'll start with our people in the ghetto. Kian, if you could pay the mole a courtesy call.
That won't take long. Is there anything else I can do?
I doubt it. Let's meet back here before midnight.
Will do. Good luck, the both of you.
Watch your back.
Kian, if I may have a word. In private. I have a message from a common friend. She wishes to see you, alone, as soon as possible. She told me she'd wait for you where all of Old Town lies below us. Wherever that might be. She does like to speak in riddles, that one.
Thanks, Elvig.
And when you do see her, tell her it's time she paid her tab. She won't receive another drop of Merryminstrom until she does.
There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe. A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria.
After my shift's over, I think I'll head down to that cheap tavern by the harbour. Oh, what's it called again? The Cock and Puss. No. The Rooster and Kitten, that's it.
It's a nice view, isn't it? I've always found Mercuria beautiful, especially in summer. Of course, those metal tubes are a bit of an eyesore. And that tower... Actually, the tower I quite like.
Why did you want to meet me?
Oh, so impatient. You always were. I've been saving something for a rainy day. Someone, actually. And, well, no rain at the moment, but the forecast for tonight sounds grim.
She knows something about tonight. It can't hurt to pool our resources and share information. We've heard the same thing. Something's happening tonight. Possibly an Azadi raid on Old Town.
That's what I've heard too. But I don't know anything else. Yet. That's where you come in. There's an Azadi officer, high-ranking, a captain. He has, an arrangement with a young woman in Old Town. A non-human.
He's fucking a magical.
Eloquent, but yeah, he's fucking a magical. We both know what it would do to his career if anyone found out.
They'd strip him of his rank. He'd be arrested, tortured, most likely sentenced to death.
All for a little blue girl and some exotic sex. Your people are so predictable, Azadi. So easy to compromise. You know, the more things you forbid, the more sins there are to be tempted by. You're a nation of the repressed, a powder keg ready to blow.
But how will this information help us?
Today is this officer's day with his young lady. She has a room near Shady Quay. Our horny captain never goes alone. The fool brings his uniformed knave to keep watch, which is convenient, like a big arrow pointing to the right door. If you were to confront the captain in a compromising position, there'd be no limit to what you could accomplish.
Why give me this information? You could have profited from it yourself.
I have no need for money or leverage. But I thought you could put this to good use. Find out what's going down. Maybe stop it, save some lives, or take some.
I thought you didn't care about the resistance.
I never said that. I never said I did either. But maybe I care for other things.
Why did you bring me all the way up here to tell me this?
Because I don't trust them or anyone. I've been burned in the past.
But why me?
Because you, Kian, I trust.
This isn't right. I can't reject her. Why did you... Anna.
Avoid the shadows. There may be magicals.
The construction of the tube network appears to be picking up pace. There are wagon loads of metal pipes everywhere, and the laborers work into the night. The Journeyman Inn was closed down when we arrested the innkeeper, Ben Rime Selmin. People still keep their heads down around Azadi military. They must fear the worst.
Who's there?
I've got the non-magical medicine.
Sandwiches! You look like the sort of man who'd appreciate a savoury sandwich. Meat, veggies, spread. On flatbreads, yeast buns, or grain rolls. Hot or cold, with a cup of soup or without. What'll it be?
I've got eats from across the Northlands, from far away as a deer. If you're a ghost, just leave me be.
It's a good thing the streets are as empty as they are. Makes my assignment easier.
Thought I heard someone. Anyone there?
He's not doing a very good job of being inconspicuous.
What do you want?
But maybe that's the... I need to speak with the mole.
She's not expecting you.
She'll want to hear what I have to say.
Fine. But keep your hands where I can see 'em.
She's not at all what I expected, but goddess help me, I like her.
Azadi apostate not dead yet? I expect you'd be dead by now. If you live this long, you might even make it to my age, but I don't recommend it. When your bones ache each morning and you can barely hold your liquor anymore, you curse the gods for keeping you alive. You come to warn Mole, then?
How did you know?
The Mole always know. Whispers travel on the wind and voices reverberates through the soil. There's word of raid happening. Of course, no one know for sure. The Azadi usually stay out of Old Town, afraid to cause ruckus, upset the order of things, afraid of people rising up against them. Though times do change. Whether Azadi attack happen or not, Mole's prepared. Don't you worry about the Mole. Mole has burrows. Beside, it may be time to leave Mercuria altogether. Those infernal machines your people build make my fur stand on end. They crackle, they buzz. They are opposite of magic. Make Mole's head pound. Don't know what they're for and what'll happen when they're all done building them, but Mole don't like it. Don't like it one bit. Something's coming, Kian of the rebels. I smell it. I feel it in my whiskers. In my aching bones. Something unnatural. Something mean. There's no room in Mercuria for magic or for magicals. Not anymore. No. Whether Azadi attack is coming or not, it's time for the Mole to dig other burrows. Or perhaps return home to the birth burrow. Find an old familiar hole to sleep in. Sleep until this shadow has passed. Or until we're all of us dry bones beneath the soil. You may consider your warning delivered. This is the last you'll see of me. The last you see of the Banda, the burrowers, the little ones who sing to the soil. My people, all gone. You tell your shepherd she's welcome to everything in my possession. All the weapons and food and medicine. All you need to keep fighting. Watch your hide, Kian of Clan Alvarne. These are dark times, and you're at the heart of it all. Well? Why are you still here? Go! Go! May the soil be ever soft under your feet, Apostle. The fate of worlds falls on you now.
A map of the southernmost parts of Mercuria.
My table's always open, day and night.
Did you hear the one about the magical?
Who's there? After my shift's over.
If you're a ghost, just leave me be.
While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly. There aren't a lot of people out at night, even though the streets appear to be safe. If I'm quiet, their eyes glide off me, and I remain invisible. These men are getting tired of their posting here. If I'm quiet, their eyes glide off me, and I remain invisible to them. An Irhadian veil can be very... These men are getting tired of their posting here. While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly.
Goddess,
if I'm quiet, their eye... These men are getting tired of their posting here. We've been in Marcuria for a decade. Many of the foot soldiers don't see the point in staying and wish to return to their families.
I've got salted tatters from Riverwood. You don't look like my usual. Sure you don't want a nice lump of
Cured
pickled cows?
Elwood meat, pickled shrift
Foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
course, it's possible to place it.
Do come again. I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs.
So I heard someone. Anyone there?
Avoid the shadows.
Hello? Hello?
While my veil is active, they cannot recognize me. Not unless I want them to, or I act carelessly.
Next week, I get a lead mark here. Who's there?
If I take a shot...
So I heard someone. Anyone there?
If I'm quiet, their eyes glide off me, and I remain invisible to them. An Earhardian veil can be very effective.
Across the Northlands, from far away as a deer.
Ointments.
I hear we're getting visitors from Sadir soon. I wonder who it could be. Or maybe the General's returning.
My table's always open, day and night.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
He's guarding the door to that house. This must be where that Azadi officer meets his girl.
Go on now, nothing to see here.
blood Elgin meat, pickled shrimp cheese, crispy bitter leaf, wrapped in a crunchy yeast bun.
I have several sturdy cheeses for sale. You don't look like my usual. Keep me in
Yeah,
mind. next
ready
time
to
you
perform
pick me, all right?
sandwiching to your exact orders.
Something tied you up?
What are you doing, friend? Are you stealing from me? Surely you're no thief, a tall, strapping fellow like yourself. What can I do for you, friend? Would you care for a tasty sandwich?
Your sign says sandwiches and fire flowers.
Ah, yes. Used to be I made the best fire flowers in Old Town. Spectacular things that lit up the night sky. Sparklers and illuminations, crackers and flyers. But no more, I'm afraid. Alchemy apparently falls under the definition of magic these days, and is therefore strictly forbidden. I can make you a savoury sandwich, though. Guaranteed sand and witch free.
Even if I'll have one of your sandwiches.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. Step. Now, will that be on fried flatbread, steamed yeast bun, or a baked grain roll?
Flat fried bread.
Fried flatbread coming... fried bread fed... Balance. Fried flatbread it is. And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. How about some fermented moon seeds with that?
Anything to keep her distracted. Yes, please.
Splendid.
Scrump. Tasty morsels.
Now, meat. Today I have a cured elguan, pickled saltwater snapjaw, and kitten carpaccio.
Kitten? We sometimes had boiled elguin in Friar's Keep. It tasted like footwear, and no matter how long or hard you chewed, the meat would never yield. One bite from a fully grown saltwater snapjaw means a painful and prolonged death for the victim. What are my chances with the pickled snapjaw?
Fair to good. The brine dilutes the poison. Most experience few to no side effects. Deaths are very rare. Mind you, the excessive salt might cause organ failure over time, but I've had no complaints so far.
How many have you sold?
This would be my first.
Goddess. Fine.
You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is, something... feet. Oh, would you like some crispy bitter leaf?
Anything to keep her distracted. That does not sound particular. Anything to keep her Yes, please.
Splendid.
Nibbles. Scrump. Tasty morsels.
And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. I had to make a few alterations. Remember to chew well and don't swallow too soon. Also, if you feel any discomfort whatsoever, a spoonful of vinegar should do the trick. If not, please visit a... Sandwiches! I've got tasty sandwiches!
I need to find a way to get him away from the door. I must distract that guard somehow.
Martial law permits me to use my sword against you. Just so you know.
In Sadir, these things are called champions. They're often sold outside temples, military barracks, and schools.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
Evening, tell your friends.
Can I tempt you with a saber?
Even if I was hungry, those sandwiches sound dubious. I'd like to buy one of your fire flowers.
Can't help you with that, I'm afraid. The Azad.
How about the ingredients? I would only need some of your powders and...
My hands are tied, friend. Or at least they will be if I sell you any of my alchemic powders and potions. The orders are quite clear. There's to be no trade of any sort in magical items. In fact, I should probably clear away those chemicals later today. This place is flush with thieves and mendicants. Hello again.
I'll have one.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. I perform... You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is, something... feet. A dash of pungent oxy topping, yes or no?
That does not sound particularly appetizing. No, thank you.
Suit yourself. And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. Parsley?
Yes, please.
Splendid.
Nibbles, scrump, tasty morsels.
You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is, something... feet.
Midnight snack, early breakfast.
Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. I had to make a few alterations.
Tide you over before
Remember
tea.
to chew well.
Midnight snack, early breakfast.
Go on now, nothing to see here.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing soap.
Can I tempt you with a savoury sandwich? I'm the best sandwicher in...
Even if I want, I'll have one of your sandwiches.
Brilliant! Step right over here. Come along.
I've got eats from across the Northlands, from far away as a deer.
And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. How about some fermented moon seeds with that?
Anything to keep her distracted. That does not sound particularly no, thank you.
Suit yourself. You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is, something... feet. Oh, would you like some crispy bitter leaf?
Anything to keep her distracted. That does not sound particularly appetizing. Anything to keep her distracted. Yes, please.
Splendid.
I've got eats from across the Northlands, from far away as a deer.
And just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. I had to make
Something to tide you over before tea. Midnight snack. Early breakfast.
My table's always open, day and night.
Martial law permits me to use my sword against you. Just so you know.
He's guarding the... I need to find a... I must distract. He's guarding the door. I need to find... I must distract that guard somehow.
Hey! Did you find that turncoat you were looking for?
I did not. But it was my fault. I identified the wrong man.
Oh. So our whole mission was a waste of time?
Certainly not. We'll get him eventually. And I got to see Honor Hilaris speak to his followers. That might be useful to us.
Good. Are you on another mission?
Perhaps. I'm sorry, boy, but I'm quite busy.
Let me help.
You want to help?
Yeah.
Even if it's dangerous?
What do you think?
What do you know about fireworks?
You mean fireflowers? I know everything. My father makes Bakshivan candles for the Festival of Turning every year.
Fine. Follow me.
Yes!
Mercuria's foremost sand. Hello again.
I have even... I'll have one of your sand.
Brilliant! Step right over here, friend, to my sandwiching table. Step! You better be hungry, you better not be fed. The sandwich maker's knife is cutting up your bread. Sunny side gets cheese, and the other one gets meat. A sandwich maker's craft is, something... feet. A dash of pungent oxy topping, yes or no?
And yes, please.
Splendid.
I've got each from across the north.
Quickly, grab those ingredients.
Can do.
Right, here we are, as ordered. Mostly. If not...
Nibbles, scrub, tasty morsels.
I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery. I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs.
How was that?
That was perfect. But remember, stealing is wrong.
You told me to steal.
In this case, it was justified. But don't steal. You'll lose a hand or your head.
Here's the stuff.
My table's always open, day and night. Exotic oil.
You said your father taught you how to make fire flowers.
Well, sort of. He made Bakshivan candles, and I watched him make them, but he never let me do it myself. Said it might blow my fingers off or burn my eyes out, but I can give you instructions.
Fair enough. What do I do first?
First, make the glowy balls. I don't know exactly how to make the glowy balls, but when my dad did it, the balls came out all glowy.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments. Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
First, make the glowy balls. I don't know exactly how to make the glowy balls, but when my dad did it, the balls came out all glowy. All that's left is to combine all the ingredients in a tube. That should be easy, right? You start with the fire powder at the bottom.
Magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed. No sorcery.
And then the glowy balls on top until the tube is full.
Soothing salve.
That looks okay. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but there's only one way to find out.
My table's always open, day and night. I've got the non-magical medicines your body needs. Fully authorized and licensed.
There's official Azadi business going on here. You'll want to turn around and walk away.
Here you go, boy. Now don't light this before I tell you to.
Oh man! I'll be careful, I promise. I can't wait to see
He's
how
guarding
this
the
one
door to
burns.
that house. This must be where that Azadi officer meets his
Go
girl.
on now, nothing to see here.
Use the fireworks to distract the guard away from that door.
Yes, yes. Hey, hey! Check this out. Whee!
Stop! Come back here, you little shit. What in Shadow's name are you? Apostle! You're dead!
He won't hurt you again, child. I promise. Leave. Do not come back.
My head's hurting. Why is my... What's happening? Who are you? Where's Ramin? Why am I tied? Alvane. You're not dead. Oh, in Shadow's name. I'll pay you. I'll make you wealthy. I'll get you a pardon from the tower and...
Shut your mouth. I need information.
What do you mean by
If you speak out of turn again, I'll cut off your dick and shove it down your throat. The raid tonight.
I don't know anything about a raid.
He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does. Unless I cause him pain. I cannot justify torture. I'll have to convince him to talk to me, and trust that he reveals the truth. He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does. I cannot You believe you have more to lose by speaking to me. You're wrong. You've been consorting with a magical, a Dolmari, a child. You know the punishment for even one of those crimes is execution. All three. I will make an example of you. They'll string you up in the tower square. They'll sever your genitals, gouge your eyes out, dip your feet in molten metal. They'll make you suffer unbearable agony. You will plead for death. And death will come. But slowly. Slowly. Tell me what you know, or the tower will learn of your crimes.
There will be a raid. In the Magic Ghetto, before the sun rises tomorrow. I'm not part of it. I haven't been in the meetings, I don't know the details. But they plan to root out the rebels and the collaborators hiding in Old Town. Some they'll exile to the islands. Others they'll kill. As punishment for siding with the Resistance, as a warning to others. That's all I know. I swear to it on my mother's office.
Let's go over this again. Tell me everything you know.
Please, don't kill me. I won't tell anyone about this. About you, I can't. They'll execute me. I'll do anything. I'll spy for you. I'll feed you information from inside the tower. Just spare me. Please. For the love of the goddess, I beg you.
He has much to lose if he reveals what happens here. But I can't risk it. And his crimes are too grave. There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened here. But if I spare his life, he could be of value to us. Betray me, and the tower will know what you did. Even if they spare your life, I will find you, and I will make you pay.
Yes, yes! I swear on the first mountain. I won't speak a word of this. I'll give you all the information I come across, everything.
You'll return to this place every week to meet an agent of ours. Your guard will believe you still visit your girl.
Of course, Apostle. Thank you.
Shut up before I cut your tongue from your mouth. I'll release you now, but you'll stay here until your guard knocks on the door. We'll know the instant you break your oath. Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. He'll be busy for a while.
You did good, Bib.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Azadi are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Azadi.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow. Children.
The General is asking questions.
I've heard. We must find Kian before...
I'll make sure Harmy's attentions are directed elsewhere. Tonight's raid on the Magic Ghetto will be a good start.
What did he say?
The General tells me that my men are sticking to the story, but that some of the prisoners are spreading rumors. It's of little concern. They will not live to see another interview.
And arouse more suspicion? Don't be a fool, Vermon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then try not to act like one. Who else did he speak with?
The Warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worries about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the General has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The General will soon have other matters to concern himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the General is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him.
How so?
Because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and, as Supreme Commander, it'll be Harmy's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility. And action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then, no one
will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time for...
I'm as hard as Nigali steel. This is exactly the time.